Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the TJ and the Grumpy Old Man podcast. I'm your host, SunX, and with me, as always, is our sports analyst and expert, the Grumpy Old Man. They say there's no shame in his game because he is always the same.
Let's kind of put a little bit more accentuation on that, X. Just not like you read it off a piece of paper.
Working?
The microphone is working. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just want to make sure it was working. Oh, hold on.
Did you start the show or did you forget to do that again?
Oh, I did. I started the show this time.
Looks like you forgot to do something.
I forgot to turn on the thing that works the microphone.
Oh,
brother. Okay, it should be good, though, and it should have the same settings from the last show. Let me just hook it up here. There we go, Grumpy. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you a little better now.
Ooh, crystal clear voice. All right. So, what did you want me to do? You want me to put more emphasis on that?
Yeah, just not like la 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 la. Come and juice it a little bit, man.
The Grumpy Old Man, the sports analyst and expert. They say there's no shame in his game because he's always
that's the way you read it. Like,
my days. You always find something. You know what I found out about you? You always find something to complain about.
It's the same thing I've told you 3 shows in a row.
You know what your superpower? You know what your superpower would be? It would be complaining, and your superhero name would be Captain Complaino.
My superpower is observation.
Captain Complaino.
Yours is failure. That's your superpower.
Mine is failure.
You could screw something up even when it's almost impossible.
Oh, brother. Okay. So, got to go over some housekeeping. If you guys enjoy the content, and even if you do not enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment, all that jazz, so we can get this podcast out to the masses and juice up the algorithm. Also, if you do enjoy the content here, we do another show called the Islanders Never Say Die podcast. That show is on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We shoot for this podcast to be every Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know we were a little late today. We were busy, so doing some other stuff. But anyway, Grumpy, what happened?
When is this show on?
This show is on every Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 to 8:30.
And when is the Islanders Never Say Die show on?
Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And do we have any big event coming up tomorrow?
We do have a big event coming up tomorrow. I think it's 8 o'clock, right, Grumpy? If I'm not mistaken.
8 o'clock, yep.
8 o'clock. We are running a fantasy football draft for the Islanders Never Say Die League. If you guys are interested in joining, you can reach out to us on social media. Or if you would like to, we also have an additional email address that you guys can send the information to.
Right.
Which is the Islanders Fans United at gmail.com. That is Islanders Fans United at gmail.com.
Yes. and we do have open spots right now.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Lots of available space. So
That's
please, we're begging you, join.
Yes,
Join the league.
Or you just won't have a league this year. That's
yes, which lots of crying. Grumpy will be very upset
true.
because he won't be able to, brag and tell everybody I told you so that I'm the best. So
there you go.
So Grumpy.
Yeah.
To get into what happened, there's a lot of stuff that happened this weekend, right, Grumpy? Opening week for college football.
Yeah, pretty much opening week. Some, I guess you'd call them upsets.
I would think there were definitely quite a few upsets this week.
But as I always say, we don't really know who's who for the first, 5 weeks of the season. You don't know who's who. I mean, okay, Texas lost to Ohio State. Okay, could have been either way. Did either team look good? No. Penn State looked really good. Of course, they beat some crummy team. A lot of crummy teams on the opening of the schedule. So Alabama lost to Florida State.
That is right. Alabama lost to Florida State. Unranked Florida State to win last year. Florida State upsets University of Alabama for a score of 31-17.
Yeah, I don't think they were as bad as they were a two-win team last year.
I agree with that. I will agree with that. That said, Alabama's in trouble. They looked horrible. Their quarterback that they have after Jalen Milroe left this year, god awful.
Okay. I'm not saying they're going to be world beaters. It's always a mistake to judge everything on the first week. I just feel that way. Where was this game? Was it in Alabama?
It was in Florida State. It was in Florida State.
Okay, home game. They've been building for this game since the end of last year. They had a bad taste in their mouths with how poor the season went. You knew they were going to come out and play well. Like I said, I'm not saying that Alabama is the greatest team ever, but I think you're doing certain teams an injustice just because they lost on week one.
Here's what I'll say. What have you noticed about a lot of the teams that lost their starting quarterback?
They struggle to start the year.
Thank you very much. They have all been struggling mightily. Even in that Texas-Ohio State game, that game was all defense. The offenses on both sides of the ball were not good. Both sides of the ball were not good.
There's one guy supposedly for number 1 overall draft pick next year. He's going to win a Heisman Trophy this year. How'd he look?
That is very true. He did not look very good, Grumpy.
Nope.
Yep, and this shows the score here. Ohio State ended up winning 14-7 against Texas at home. That was a number 1 overall against the number 3 overall team in the country. Obviously, Ohio State will be jumping now. Texas probably be the number 1 overall team in the country. I don't think it's deserved, but they will be the number 1 overall team in the country. Arch Manning looked like crap. He looked like crap. Interception. Should have had 2 picks. The NCAA saved him on the second one. Should have had 2 interceptions thrown. Did not look good. All he could do was throw check down passes or quick drag routes. That's it. Anytime he threw the ball down the field, it was into double and triple coverage.
I think we mentioned last year. I mean, he didn't play much for Texas last year.
No, he did not. He played against, I think, South Alabama State or something and beat the crap out of them.
But he has the same problem that Quinn Ewers has. Just their throwing motion is just god awful.
I would argue Quinn Ewers was a better quarterback so far from what I've seen than Arch Manning.
Okay. Again, I'm talking about fundamentals. Both guys throw the ball almost below sidearm, almost like underneath. I
know who else throws the ball like that?
I don't know.
Patrick Mahomes.
He does not throw the ball like
he throws the ball sidearm.
Okay, they throw it below sidearm. It's not quite underhand, but it's like 3/4 underhand. And all those balls float. They all float. He had guys open. He throws that ball and just hangs and hangs and hangs in the air. And those balls get picked off because guys, they close on that. I mentioned it last year that I'm like, I don't like the way he throws the ball. I said the same thing about Quinn Ewers. Yep. Is it something they teach at Texas? If it is, it's dumb. Those type of passes get knocked down at the line of scrimmage. I mean, unless you are just escaping and throwing into, wide open windows, you're going to struggle with that.
Yep.
mentioned it last year about Arch Manning. It's still there this year. And I'm not saying he can't get better at it, but right now he looks just like he did last year. And that wasn't good enough to beat out Quinn Ewers, who's not a great quarterback.
He's a good runner. That's about it. Let's be
what
honest. He's a good runner.
Yeah. They lost some players. Ohio State lost some players. Ohio State lost their starting quarterback and 2 running backs.
Yeah, the best running back duo in the country last year, and then also lost a top tier wide receiver with the Mbuku kid who got drafted. I butchered his name. Who got drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then also lost what's his face? Will Howard, the quarterback.
Yes,
and then they also lost their defensive captain in Sawyer, the defensive end. They lost a lot of guys last year. A lot of guys left the team. Both teams lost a bunch of players.
Yeah, but again, it's week 1. So the worst thing you do is just overcorrect for a bad week 1. That's the worst thing you can do.
I think I think this was a test for him and he failed. That's why I look at it. It was a test for him and he failed. I think people need to pump the brakes on hyping him up and saying, that he's going to be the number 1 overall pick and that he's the best player in the country already. And they might as well, as you'd stated earlier, inscribe his name on the Heisman Trophy. You need to pump the brakes on that a little bit.
If he had any other last name besides Manning,
he would not. Yeah, he'd be
just getting that hype, right? I think that's fair to say.
I absolutely 100% agree. He's getting the Shador treatment, where his name's in the headlines because of who he's related to, not how he's performing on the field.
Okay, I just like I said, it's his first game. I mean, he did a nice job driving him down the field at the end of the game, but they couldn't get the job done. But Ohio State's pretty good too, right? You know that. Teams get better as the season goes on. Again, you got to wait the first 5 weeks of the year to see who's who. You really do.
Now, Grumpy, this is an earlier game, not played over the weekend. University of Southern Florida beat the brakes off of number 25 Boise State.
Okay.
I mean, beat the crap out of them.
Okay. Home game for Southern Florida.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. So I guarantee
unranked Southern Florida.
Okay. I guarantee you Boise does not play in that type of weather.
No, I'm going to say they don't. That said, how much do you think Boise State, with only putting up 7 points in that game, misses Ashton Jeanty?
Well, I'm not saying they don't miss. I'm not saying that they don't miss Jeanty, but the whole thing is the New England Patriots, as good as they were like, I think, sub 500 in Miami in the Brady era. You're just not, if you're a team from up north and you play in that type of temperature, they never see those type of temperatures in Boise, Idaho. They just don't. And they struggle in that. I'm not saying that's the reason they lost, but again, it's week 1. And maybe Boise's just not that good this year. Again, just all these rankings are based on what? Nothing. Spit and shoe polish.
It's based off of last year. It's based off
how they finished up last year, what they hear this year, any new guys they have coming in. But until you actually play in the field, you don't know who's a better team.
Grumpy, I'm going to show you the reason why they lost. Let me get his name right before I butcher it.
Is it a referee?
No, it's not a referee. It is Byron Brown. Just watch this. It's crazy. Just watch. Did you watch any of the game?
No, none of it. Not a bit.
Watch the highlights of this kid, the quarterback.
All right, he's runner. Missed tackle. How many missed tackles? How many sloppy tackles? Oh my God. I'm not saying that kid's not a good player or a good runner, but I'll tell you what.
Watch this.
Some poor tackles.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're seeing him scramble.
He's a good runner. Very good runner.
Okay, can he
He
throw
looks
the
for
ball?
contact too.
Can he throw the ball?
I don't know. I'm just saying he's a good runner.
Okay.
He's a very good runner. You can tell he's a good runner.
Yeah, he runs hard. He's probably a big kid. I don't know his size. Maybe you can pull up his size for us. But, I mean, he's a kid who looks like he can run the ball a little bit. And when you're running into cornerbacks and smaller safeties, yeah, you should do pretty well. Like I said, I don't know his size. He's not looking to duck out of bounds, that's for certain.
He is 6'3", 231.
Okay, so he's a big boy, right?
Yeah, big guy.
Yeah,
big guy. I just thought that you would, I don't know, watching that highlight, those highlights, I was like, holy crap, this kid, he runs hard. He runs
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
You know who he kind of reminds me of?
Okay.
I don't know if
He's
he can throw, but he reminds me of Taysom Hill a little bit.
Okay. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that he's not a good runner, but it's not like he's Cam Newton or Josh Allen out there, guys who are 6'6", 250, 260 pounds. He's only 6'3", 230. And like I said, it's okay. You could take on some little cornerbacks and, weak side linebackers, small guys. I mean, he looked bigger than the linebacker.
Okay, I'm just saying he was shedding tackles from linebackers, Grump.
Okay.
Well, he runs hard. You can't deny that he doesn't run hard.
That's what I said. He does run hard. The game was pretty close halfway through the third period, though. 10-7, right?
This was in the third, and then they just took over. I was gonna say
it's probably a fake. It's probably a fake punt.
You think it's a fake? Well, why else would I put it on here?
Because of the score and the time. There it is, and there's your guy wide open. That's bad coaching right there. Bad coaching.
Not only is it a fake punt, it's a fake punt for a touchdown.
Yeah, well, there you go. And that's probably that's when it started going bad for
Boise.
For
Boise. That's where the wheels fell
off. But that's all on coaching, right? That's all on coaching.
By the way, interesting fact, this guy right here is wearing a Real Madrid jersey.
Oh. Wrong stadium, buddy.
Legendary.
Wrong game.
Probably a Ronaldo one.
I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I just found that funny that he was wearing that. And I thought you'd find that interesting. Fake punt. First week of the year, And
I'm not poo-pooing Southern Florida. I'm just saying that it's week one again, and it was probably really hot there. And Boise probably wore down at the end. What was the final score?
The final score of that game was 34-7.
Okay, so it was 10-7 with 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and then you outscored them 20. What was it? 34-7 was final.
34-7.
24-0 over the final quarter and a half. I mean, that tells me a team that they were not used to those conditions.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a trick play beat them. That kind of deflates the other side. I don't know who the head coach is for Boise State. I have no idea, but you can't let yourself get beat on a play like that because they were in that game with 8.5 minutes to go in the third. 10-7, that's anybody's ball game, right?
Yeah.
It kind of deflates a team. I'll tell you one thing I noticed yesterday in the games I did watch. What's with all these coaches going for everything on fourth down?
A lot of them do.
They must have just signed 10-year contracts for guaranteed money. That's the only way you're just going on fourth down, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a game. Dan Campbell, has he ever won anything playing that stupid-ass style in Detroit? You ever win championships like that? No. You cost yourself spots, and it happened again yesterday. Both teams were equally stupid in the games last night and yesterday afternoon. For the life of me, I don't get the going for everything on fourth down. Don't get it. Put points on the board. You're in field goal range. Put points on the board. Clemson lost last night, right? Didn't Clemson lose last night?
Yes, Grumpy. The Clemson Tigers did lose 17-10 last night.
How many times did Jackass go for it on fourth down as opposed to kicking field goals in that game?
Both teams did that.
Well, like both jackasses. You got the guy with the Boston accent pretending like he's from,
Louisiana.
the bayou down there. Who's it? Chip? Well, who's it? What's Kelly's? Brian Kelly? Chip Kelly? Which Kelly? His name is what the hell, Kelly? I mean, stop using fake Southern accents just because you're down there in that part of the country. Don't do it. We talked about it before. I have no sympathy for him. I think they're pretty good though. LSU.
No, I thought the coach's name was Nussmeier.
No, that's the quarterback.
I thought they said that his dad was coaching the team.
No, his dad had coached. I don't know if it's the NFL or college. They showed him in the stand.
That's what it was. I heard them saying it earlier in the game. That's why I thought, okay, that is right. You are right.
And then you got what's his name? Cal Clubfoot is a quarterback for
Klubnik,
whatever his name is.
Cade Klubnik.
Cal Clubfoot, whatever. He's the quarterback for Clemson. He didn't do himself any favors yesterday.
Threw an interception.
He looks more like he. I mean, I think
Threw
I
an
even mentioned-
interception. What have you noticed about the two teams that had top 10 matchups yesterday? What happened to the teams that ended up losing their games? What happened?
coaches make dumb decisions. Number
Threw
one,
interceptions and turned the ball over.
okay, but you got to remember the defense is ahead of the offense at this stage of the season.
Yeah.
At the beginning of
They
the year, defense is better than the offense. The offense will get better. They will. And the Klubnik kid, they're saying, oh, he's the favorite for a Heisman Trophy. You know what? No one knows who the favorite for a Heisman Trophy is yet. Nobody knows. But I'm telling you, somebody who should be on that watch pretty soon plays for Penn State, Drew Aller.
Oh, Drew Aller. He's good. Drew Aller's good. And then
Chris Singleton, the running back.
Matt Tier. I'm probably butchering his name, but the quarterback for Oklahoma also. That is Booger McFarland's dark horse to win the Heisman Trophy this year.
And then you have Chris Singleton. I believe his name is Chris Singleton, the running back for Penn State, who came back last year. And I'm like,
Nick Singleton.
Oh, it's Nick Singleton. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what, he's pretty darn good too. Watch out for Penn State this year.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys returning. Imagine if they would still have the Warren kid, the tight end.
Yeah, well, I'm not
how
surprised.
good they'd be. He was the best player on their team last year.
Well, he was their go-to guy.
Yep.
On the offense.
Yep.
Aller was 20. Aller was 20 for 26 yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really good.
Yards and a touchdown.
He was really good.
I like Drew Aller.
I know you do.
And he ran the ball 6 times for 20 yards. So, he's got mobility back there, but I like his fundamentals. That's what I like best about him.
Yep. And this is the last thing I got for college football on the docket today, Grumpy. We can also pop some stuff up because I see some fans are interacting here and are requesting some highlights and some clips of some action that went on. So I will try and grab those as well while we're discussing other stuff, and I can put it up later. But Lee Corso's picks on College Game Day, he was spot on. He said Ohio State over Texas. He was right on that. LSU over Clemson, right on that. He picked FSU. He's the only person who picked FSU over Alabama. Got that right. And then picked Tennessee over Syracuse.
And it says the GOAT. What's his GOAT thing? Why is everything the GOAT?
He's the greatest of all time, Grumpy.
Okay, he's not.
Who would you say is the greatest of all time?
The greatest
college football.
It's not Lee freaking Corso.
Again, who would you say?
As a coach?
No, not as a coach. As a commentator. That's what he's doing. Is he's being a commentator. That's the picture that they have, is him being a commentator. Notice how they don't have him coaching?
Okay, he's not even a commentator. He's a studio guy.
Okay, who would you say is better a studio guy than him for college football?
I don't know. I don't even think about it because they're all in.
Okay, because you know that you're wrong.
Okay, why is he the greatest? Why is he the greatest? Because he puts a helmet on. He puts some silly little mascot hat on every day.
It got people to tune in, did it not?
What?
It got people to tune in, did it not?
I mean,
it got people to tune in, did it not?
Here's the thing: he's a novelty act. He's a novelty act, and I'm not bashing on Lee Corso. I mean, he's been finished for a while, honestly. But I mean, he was a pretty much a below average college football coach who had a little bit of gift to gab. And, I don't know who started with the mascot hats. I don't even know it was him.
He did. He was the one who started. The first ever mascot hat that he put on, or whatever helmet
I don't know
was Ohio State's, and he picked it again.
But I don't know if it was him who started or some producer said, hey, Lee, why don't you do this? We don't know. I mean, we don't know how that started. Now he does it.
It started with him selecting Ohio State and putting on the Ohio State Buckeye helmet.
Understand. But what I'm saying is, did he say, hey, guys, hey, producer man or producer woman, I think I'm going to slap on. This is a segment I want to do at the end of every show. Or do you think they said it to him? Hey, Lee, do this.
What does it matter?
It matters because it means he didn't create that. And that's what he's mostly known for. It's not like he said, hey, I'm picking 90% winners.
Okay, so when actors are recognized for movies they were in, they didn't create the movie, they just acted in it. Right? Okay, but they're most known for that. So why when you reference actors, do you reference them for being in movies?
It's different.
How is it different? They didn't create the movie.
What's he known for?
Created the movie.
What's he known for?
They wrote
actors can do different roles. right?
They wrote the
That-
film. They didn't write the film. The director
But-
writes the film.
Well, the director,
They're just simply mouthing the words that the
screenwriter
director
writes
wrote.
the film. The screenwriter writes the film, not
The director has the vision of how he wants the movie to look.
That's right. He can direct it, but the screen,
Okay.
the
So
words on
everything
paper,
that's written by the screenwriter gets put in the movie?
but everything is different, right?
It's the same.
Okay, but every single movie is different. There's a comedy, here's a drama. All this guy does is put a mascot hat on at the end of every show. Who do you pick? I pick, and he picks something up from underneath this team. Anyone could do that. There's no creativity to that. None. And I'm not, again, you're trying to make it sound like I'm ripping Lee Corso.
You
I
are.
just don't know.
It's okay.
I just think the word GOAT, greatest of all time, is freaking overused.
It's all right. You just don't like him. It's
Kirk
fine.
Herbstreit could do the same thing. They could take me, throw me out there next week, and I could slap on one of those mascot hats. I was like, oh, look at me. I'm voting for Michigan. Yeah.
Nobody would listen to you.
What's the difference?
Nobody would listen to
They
you.
would. Oh, they would.
No, they wouldn't.
They would. It's true. It's damn true.
It's not true. Nobody would listen to you.
There's no reason to say he's the greatest. It's not like he picked 95% winners.
Well, it's okay. The GOAT went out with a bang. So the GOAT. See how it's in capital letters? GOAT. GOAT went out with a bang. GOAT,
Whatever.
Right here.
Like I
GOAT.
said, no. For me, no. When I don't even think of Lee Corso. I haven't even thought of Lee Corso for years. I think together they were good. Him and Herbstreit are good together. I think the yin and yang of that. But his fastball has been gone long ago. His curveball and his changeup are also gone. They're like, hey, how you do? Hey, stop getting spit inside of our mascot hat. That's the biggest problem he's had for years, just drooling all over it.
Yeah. Okay. We got some comments to get to, Grumpy.
He coached at Rutgers in Indiana. That's it. JP says, happy Labor Day weekend. Yes,
Happy Labor Day weekend, JP.
very true. And he's also he's outside enjoying a cigar.
Very nice.
I don't smoke cigars, so maybe that's a good one. JP also says, life is good. I know I have to enjoy the occasional stogie while I am able, because if I were to wait for an Islander title, I'll be waiting for a long time. Well, the one good thing is, if you're waiting for the Islanders, you're never going to get lung cancer if you are waiting to smoke those stogies. Thomas Antonetti says, good evening, gentlemen, and happy Labor Day weekend. Same to you, Thomas. Goon says, 2025 Mets may be the streakiest Major League Baseball team ever. Are Phil's facts tweets particularly clever? No, they're not. They're stupid. We expect to hear. I heard from Phil this week, but it was not hockey related. Something else. JP adds, I suppose I should ask, what scoring rubric changes will be implemented for the Islanders Never Say Die Fantasy Hockey League? We're just trying to put together football league now.
Yeah, we're trying to get bodies for a football.
That's not even on radar.
Yeah.
But since you won last year, I guarantee we're going to change it up. More grumpy friendly, probably.
JP is going to be down a pick now since he won last year. I'll just play.
James Farrell says Notre Dame not looking good right now. The game right now is 7-7.
Yep, tied up
in the second. I mean, again, I think this is a game that Miami will win.
It's a home game. I really haven't watched much of it. Interested to see how Carson Beck performs. First game since transferring from Georgia. And I mean, Notre Dame lost a good bit of players from last year. A lot of their starters. They lost their starting tight end. They lost Riley Leonard, their starting quarterback. They also lost their defensive captain, linebacker. Oh, God. You think he's a weak side linebacker? I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was really good last year, too.
It doesn't matter. I think you look at the offensive line. Miami's offensive line is way better.
Which means they'll be able to last longer in the game.
They'll be able to run the ball.
Yep.
If you can run the ball at the end of games, you're going to win those games if you have a lead. It makes your offense more diversified. If you can't run block and you can't gain anything on the ground,
yep,
they don't have to defend the run. They can just go and defend the pass game. When you got to put more guys in the box, it opens up the passing game. It's very simple logic. James Farrell says, first time Bama opening loss since 1970.
Wow.
Is that really true? I didn't think that was true. They've had some downtimes, and I thought they lost on opening game. Maybe not, though. I'll take your word for it, James.
I know Ohio State, I think, has the longest active first game win streak in the NCAA. I think it's like 22 or 20, 22 or 23 straight years with winning their home opener, which is nuts. Now, I guess that Bama lost. Yeah, maybe that's why.
Well, it wasn't a home game for Bama either.
I think it was, or maybe it wasn't home opener, but it was just their opening game. I don't know.
Okay.
I saw it on there.
James Farrell says, win or bust for Penn State.
I agree. If this is their year to, if there's a year for them to win, it's this year.
I'm rooting for Penn State this year.
I know you are.
I am.
Why are you rooting for Penn State, Grumpy?
I like Drew Aller, and I really like James Franklin, the head coach.
Be honest.
I like James Franklin.
No, be honest. Be honest as to why you're pulling for them. Be honest, please.
TJ hates them.
Thank you very much. That's what I wanted to hear.
But I don't dislike Penn State.
To prove TJ wrong.
Yeah, anything to shut him up, honestly, is probably a good thing. Freedom Front Adventure goes, you solve nothing with notifications.
Hold on. That is not true because I got a notification on my phone about the show
and so
starting.
did I.
I got a notification on my phone about the show starting. I got it at 33 minutes ago. I got the notification that the show is starting. It says watch live now, upsets and new beginnings. So it in fact work.
Maybe Freedom did not put his
turn on the notification bell.
On.
I need to hit that notification bell, Freedom.
On. Come on now. Freedom Front Adventure says, though, you solve nothing with notifications. Stop listening to the TJ the monkey. Yes, Son X, with wisdom on Manning. Funny meme of his uncles pointing at him and saying he's adopted. You know what I thought? Do you want to know what I thought yesterday watching his throwing motion?
What?
Tom Brady calling up Peyton and saying, dude, do you want me to help him with his mechanics?
Oh, my God.
Because they're so freaking bad.
Oh, my God.
I mean, Peyton's mechanics were flawless, too.
Grumpy, I have one question for you. It's a small one. Can you ever watch any football without thinking of Tom Brady? Be honest.
Yes, I can.
I don't think you're capable.
I absolutely can. But when I'm watching quarterbacks, and I thought Peyton Manning too, honestly, I'm like, why does this kid throw like that when Peyton Manning's his uncle? And his dad, his grandfather didn't throw like that. He throws like it's like a 3/4 underhand. It's like, dude, Peyton Manning, that ball was up here. Boom. He should be better. His mechanics should be better. And I honestly thought Brady, I'm like, Brady should say, Peyton, let's work with this kid in the offseason. Whatever they're doing in Texas with Steve Sarkisian, it just isn't working. You want him to be a success at the next level. That's some folly floater guy. But a lot of guys throw like that nowadays. Just crappy.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can't zip the ball in tight spots. And you say Mahomes, gets away. Mahomes gets away with it because he's just a unicorn, honestly. He can get those balls in the tight spots. He doesn't throw sidearm all the time. This kid throws borderline underhand all the time. It's a problem.
Okay.
Goongwood says, could the Jets and Ewers did it last year too. It's like, is that what they're teaching at Texas? I don't know. Because the interception that Manning threw yesterday,
he should have thrown 2 picks. But he should have thrown 2 picks.
The one that he threw, it's like, dude, if you throw overhand on that ball, that's never interception. It floated.
It absolutely floated.
When you're throwing underhand, the only way for the ball to go is up and down. And what does it do? It takes time to get there, and those balls are picked off. And that defensive back, that guy was open. And that poor throw enabled the defensive back to get over there and pick it. You cannot do that on Sundays. You absolutely cannot.
You'll look like
you're going to be like Peter Picker. He's going to get picked.
Oh, Kenny Pickett. Oh, because we throw a lot of picks. Although I can't trash Kenny Pickett. He does have a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He did play in the Super Bowl too.
He did.
It shows you how much of a blowout that game was.
Agreed.
When you're playing the backups in the Super Bowl.
Your backup quarterback. Yeah.
That's
pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Goongwood says, could the Jets' first game be interesting since they're hosting the Steelers and old man Rodgers?
It's going to be who? Justin Fields is their starting quarterback for the Jets, right?
Yep. Let me finish the comment, please.
Sorry.
Son X, what is the secret to making dollars?
Making dollars. The secret, become an influencer, create a crypto coin, do a pump and dump. That's the secret to making money.
Being an influencer?
Have you not heard that that's like the trend that's been going on now? Influencers will create a cryptocurrency. They'll get people to buy into it. And then as soon as they buy into it, they dump all of their shares of it. And essentially the people who buy into it lose all their money. Well, that's been the big thing that's been going on.
I actually hope that happens because maybe it'll start smarting up any imbeciles who listen to influencers.
I agree. Well, I feel bad for the people who lost their money.
I don't.
Absolutely do.
I don't, because if you're stupid enough to
At the
listen to
same
some,
point in time, yeah, I would. If an influencer told me to do something, yeah, you should do this. I'm never listening to them.
you know what? Whenever I see
No.
an influence, I'm like, what the frick?
Yeah.
I don't listen to anyone.
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
think the game.
Ugh.
What are your thoughts on the game, Grumpy? I think it'll be a close game. It depends on how Rodgers plays. I'll say that. It depends on how Rodgers plays. If Rodgers plays like the Rodgers we know, the Steelers are going to blow out the Jets. But if he's shaky and not playing well, I think the Steelers have a chance, or the Jets might have a chance. It'll be a close game.
I don't. Do we know what his number? Did he play it all in
Preseason?
I mean, I don't know if he played all in preseason. They lost George Pickens, dealt him to Dallas.
But they picked up DK Metcalf.
Yes, that's right. They picked up DK Metcalf. But DK Metcalf is just like, all right, I'm running down the field, throw the ball, I'll catch it, maybe. I don't know. Their running game, they lost Najee Harris. Not that he was great.
He did not play a single preseason game.
Okay. Well, I mean, when he played for the Jets, I don't think he played in the preseason either. Then he blew out his Achilles. It's interesting. For the life of me.
Yeah, they played 3 games. They played against the Jags, the Buccaneers, and the Panthers, and he did not play a single snap.
So we don't know. So we don't know what he's going to be like.
That's correct. We do not know how he's going to perform.
Okay.
Well, we haven't seen it yet. So, I mean, as I said, if he is like vintage Rodgers of the past, I think they're going to beat the snot out of the Jets. If he's playing like trash, then it'll be a close game. I think the Steelers' defense is really good, though, so I think they'll still probably come out on top.
I'm going to pick the best coach, and that's Mike Tomlin.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm just going with that. And is this it's a Jets home game? Oh, they're hosting. It's a Jets home game. I still think, again, but it's week 1. Who's got the better defense? I mean, Aaron Glenn, the last time we saw one of his defense, they were getting blown out by Green Bay. So, who knows how good their defense is. I'm going with Pittsburgh on that.
Yeah.
We can do a rundown.
Yeah, we can.
At the end, then just pick all our guys. Sure. Freedom Fundamental says the legendary Sunex needs to read. One thing that I might have been a little gun shy with Noah is just his ability to defend hard and just being strong enough to contain some of the best players on the I don't know, probably another comment to piggyback on that. The other team, like when Barkov comes in, can you handle him? Clutterbuck on his recent teammate Dobson. Grumpy avoided these and just talked about the contract, then attacked Romanoff for 10 minutes. Yeah, so. Okay, Noah Dobson, that's not his spot. That's his partner spot, is to be the grinding defenseman. He's the puck mover. Period. And Alexander Barkov, how many guys stop Alexander Barkov when he wants to go to the net?
Not many.
None that I know.
Not many.
He's just that good.
Or like Connor McDavid.
Yeah. Now McDavid's not. They're just some guys that they're the best in the league for a reason.
Well, that's why I was naming Connor McDavid. It's
and I never said Noah Dobson.
He's just so much better than everybody else.
And Notre Dame. I'm sorry.
Oh, Notre Dame.
And Noah Dobson. I never said he was the greatest defender ever. But he was by far the best defenseman on the New York Islanders, and they did nothing to replace him.
Yep.
Sorry.
And James Farrell says, this Notre Dame versus Miami game, no commercials.
No commercials. I mean, isn't that pleasant?
That's good. I'm sick and tired of commercials.
Yeah. Freedom Runner Reds, that guy running hard reminds me of Sunex running to Grumpy's kitchen.
Oh, my God.
Well, today, what'd you have today for dinner, X?
We had steak.
Nice steak.
Yep.
How'd that work out for you?
It was good. It's good.
Dinner turned out pretty good.
Some good stuff.
There you go. Freedom Front Venture goes, X-Man, pull up some Jaden Baugh highlights from University of Florida.
I will locate those. Give me one moment.
Yep, just give me the next comment. Thomas Antonetti says, do you both feel the Mets are imposters this season, or are they a legitimate threat to make noise in the playoffs? Too much up and down this season. Well, here's what you can hope if you're a Mets fan. that they catch lightning in a bottle and are hot at the end of the year. I mean, Juan Soto has picked it up a little bit down the stretch. Alonso is starting to heat up a little bit. Alonso was like invisible for a while. And Francisco Lindor, say what you will about him, he's clutch as hell, and he's got his batting average up this year. I mean, the McLean kid's been pretty good pitching. Sean Manaea has been okay since coming back. I just don't think there's any great teams in Major League Baseball on the National League side this year. I just don't. I don't think there's any, like last year, everyone was saying Dodgers, Dodgers, Dodgers. Do we feel that way about the Dodgers this year? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out in just a few weeks, though, right? 6 weeks, and we're ready to go. Playoffs. It's almost up. I mean, look at the Boston Red Sox. Nobody expected them to do anything. They're like number one wild card spot at this time. I mean, the Yankees, up and down too, right? Poorly constructed. What are you going to do?
Yep. This seems to be the big highlight that I got from their last game here. Let me remove this.
He's the quarterback, I'm assuming?
No, he's the running back.
Okay.
And I'll put it in slower speed for us to analyze this, Grumpy.
Okay.
Here he is, the running back. Gets the ball here.
Okay, he's not touched. First time he stiff-armed a guy 5 yards downfield, a cornerback, and he ran.
He bulls over a safety.
A safety. Okay. But, I mean, he's hitting this. Maybe it's a weak side linebacker. All right, that's down. Did you pull it down?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I pulled it down. I was going to pull up another highlight that he had. So I think there's one more from that game that I saw here.
And I'm not saying he sucks. I haven't even seen him play. That's the first highlight I saw. But, I mean, he looks like he runs with good body lean. I don't know how big he is.
Oh, no, that's... Okay,
But while you're looking that up, I just want to let people know once again, if you want to be part of the Islanders Never Say Die Fantasy Football League, the draft is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Please email us at IslandersFansUnited@gmail.com, and TJ will shoot out an email to offer you an invite. I know he shot out some invites already, and he has not heard responses back, but that draft will be at 8 p.m. tomorrow. And like I said, there's no money involved, just bragging rights, and honestly, it's just a lot of fun. So please, if you're interested, go to IslandersFansUnited@gmail.com.
Wow, I don't know if you saw this. The kid from Miami just made a ridiculous catch.
I did not, because I'm working the show right now.
I'm sorry. While you were reading that off, I was just looking at insane. I'll probably be able to pull that up here in a second.
Okay.
But
so let's see this other highlight from this ball fella.
So running back.
He looks pretty big.
He is big.
Okay.
I put it on 0.5 speed so we can see this. He's running. Gets hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle, and ends up scoring a touchdown.
What's the one thing that the guy who was tackling did wrong?
He didn't hit him at the legs, the knees.
He hits him up in the shoulders.
Yep.
Got to tackle a guy the waist and below. Wrap tackle. Not block tackle, wrap tackle. Freedom Fund Adventure goes. Sunex. What's that kid size? Do we know how big he is? He looks big.
I can look it up here. Give me a second.
He looks big. Freedom Fund Adventure says, Sunex, what makes TJ look incompetent? Can you handle below the goal line? And he shows flashes of it, but he wasn't consistent with it. Clutter on Dobson, Neusmeyer, offense coordinator, Michigan, UF, etc.
He's 6 foot. 24/7 Sports has him listed as 6 foot, 231 pounds.
Oh.
Big boy.
He looks big. He looks big.
Big boy.
Again, he's not really. At least those two highlights wasn't really hit.
I mean, those are just the ones that I found.
Yeah,
that's all.
Okay. Well, we're gonna find out. Here's the thing: we'll find out as the season goes on. Who did Florida beat?
Oh God, I don't even know who it was.
Okay.
Let me look it up.
Thomas Antonetti adds, is it me, or does it feel like both the NFC and AFC are relatively wide open this season? Wouldn't be surprised by any top-rated team making it and going all the way. We are
The
going.
LIU Sharks is who they beat.
Okay, so Long Island University. You want to know what that tape means to me?
Nothing.
Less than nothing. Less than nothing. And I'm not saying the kid sucks, but off of that game, I mean, come on. Long Island University. I don't even know where they are. I'm sure they're on Long Island.
Yeah, they probably are on Long Island. And here is the catch, Grumpy. I got it up here for you if you want to see it.
Gonna watch this Miami catch at the end of the first half. They go up 14-7 on Notre Dame. There's your boy Carson Beck from Georgia. Decided to go to the University of Miami, throwing off the back foot. Yeah, nice catch, nice snag.
Really nice catch, in my opinion. If he doesn't catch that, that's interception.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, if he does not snag that ball, it is picked off.
I mean, probably an ill-advised throw. Number 8.
Terrible choice to throw the ball there by Carson Beck.
Number 8 needs to do better there. The safety.
Yeah, he needs to come up and make a hit.
God.
He needs to come up and make a hit. He didn't do anything.
He sees that ball. He should have jumped that route. Look at it. It's just floating. Where is he? He overruns the play. He's looking right at it. Terrible by number 8. Terrible.
Yeah, I'll say bad defense. Incredible catch by that kid, though.
My God, he just terrible. Go get it, kid. Go get it. Go get it. Don't be afraid to make a play.
Good catch, though.
Yeah. Thomas, we will be talking about the NFL once we get through some more comments. We're going to be talking about our NFL predictions for this year. Freedom Fun Adventure goes, DJ Lagway, you monkeys, and Jaden Baugh, X-Man showed the Vernal Brown III catch.
I don't know who Vernal Brown III is. We can look it up here, though.
DJ Lagway, does he play for?
He's the quarterback for Florida.
Okay, it's Long Island University. It's Long Island University. It's like playing a high school team. Gungun says, taking a look at the Islanders' first month schedule, it seems a bit tough. Is Dog Z a diamond in the rough? I'm going to let you handle the Dog Z question, X.
Dog Z is the best.
Is he a diamond in the rough?
He is, yeah.
I think Gungun was really scraping the bottom of the barrel for a pun there to bring up Dog Z.
Okay, this is a pretty good catch. I'll give him that. It was a pretty good catch. I'll play this one for us, Grumpy.
All right, let's see. It's Long Island University on the road against Florida. And it's that. I mean, that Lagway. I mean, this Florida's supposed to be pretty good this year.
Speaking of Lagway, looks like my computer's lagging.
Oh my gosh!
You see it?
I do. I'll try and reload that. We can just go to something else. That's okay.
I'm reloading it. It's okay if it'll load.
It's Long Island University. That's all I have to say. Long Island University. How long have they had a football program? Is this like their first year?
I don't know.
They got to take games against Florida. It was probably a home game for them, but they traveled Florida to get the money.
Could have been.
All right, let's see.
Oh my! Is it seriously going to do it again? Let me see if I can just play at normal speed.
The football gods are saying don't show it. It's just play regular speed. See if that works.
See if it'll work. Come on.
Okay, just running around. Nothing special. No real
pressure.
That's
Lagway, the quarterback. Throws the ball down the field.
No real pressure. Guy's wide open.
That was a nice catch, though.
He makes a nice one-handed catch.
A nice catch.
And nice one-handed. I thought they were going to stop these guys from doing all this taunting and stuff. Didn't they say that?
Yeah, well, they stop certain teams like Oklahoma from doing horns down when they play against Texas, which is a freaking joke, but
okay.
Whatever.
Okay. Next comment, please. Guru says, we already talked about
this.
Okay,
sorry.
The Islanders' first month schedule, I think the whole year is going to be a tough-looking schedule for the Islanders. Not very good. James Farrell says, Lee Corso is simply the joker of the show. Yeah, I don't hate Lee Corso, but say he's the greatest of all time. I'm like, come on. It's just, they just throw that word around like it means something. It doesn't. You never used to hear that. That's like a recent phenomenon, the greatest of all time. It's very recent. Within the last 10 years, Very, very recent. Everything is the greatest of all time. If everything's the greatest of all time, nothing is. That's all I have to say.
Fair enough.
You should be able to name, honestly, the greatest of all time. You should be able, it's not like, oh, this week it's this guy, this week is this guy. It's like a handful of people. The Michael Jordans, the Babe Ruths, the Tom Brady's, the Hulk Hogan's.
Baker Mayfield's, the Cristiano Ronaldo's.
No. You could say Cristiano Ronaldo.
Baker Mayfield's.
Or Lionel Messi. You could say those greatest of all time or Pele.
Bakers.
I mean, to say that Lee Corso is in the same discussion with those, the answer is no.
Would you put Tim Tebow up there?
College football player.
There you go. Good answer.
I think he was phenomenal.
But then you also have Baker as college too.
He was better than Baker Mayfield.
Oh, I think he was better than Baker Mayfield, but he was one of the goats. Baker was one of the goats. Number 3 in percentage.
Again, there you go again. There you go. One of the GOATs. The greatest of all time. Not the greatest of all time.
Okay, it's not known as the, if I said the GOAT, then it would be the greatest of all time. If I just said blatantly flat out GOAT, it means greatest of all time, which means he is a great of all time.
Why don't you just say he was a really good player? Because the greatest of all time means you're on a level all by yourself.
That was
That's
Baker.
what it means.
That was Baker.
All by yourself.
That was Baker Mayfield.
No.
Name me another walk-on that ended up winning a Heisman Trophy.
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Name me one, please.
No.
Please
he was really good.
Name me a walk-on that won a Heisman Trophy.
I like Baker Mayfield.
So wait.
When I'm thinking greatest college quarterbacks of all, I'm not even saying Tebow's the greatest college football player of all time.
I'm growing a full beard over here waiting for you to name a college quarterback that was a walk-on who won a Heisman Trophy.
Oh, I don't know. He's probably the only one.
Thank you very much.
That doesn't make
why he's the GOAT. That is why he is the GOAT.
Oh, you're a joke.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Gungu says, which celebrity is more fond of the happy ending massage? Travolta or Kraft?
Ooh.
Are NFL TD celebrations nowadays too choreographed?
Yes, they are very obviously choreographed. Yes. We'll just end it there, Grumpy. And then person receive happy ending massages. Ooh.
I like John Travolta. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah. But also, I mean, would you not consider Deshaun Watson a celebrity?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
He liked him the most of all.
Even if they didn't want to give it to him.
Yeah. Which is not good. But yeah. He liked him the most of all for sure.
And the only thing I would say about the NFL touchdown celebrations is they're only allowed to have, I think, 2 hitting practices all year long. These guys do practice their celebrations every
more
single
than that.
day.
It's very obvious.
Every single day, probably 3, 4, 5 hours a day. It's ridiculous. JP says, except for the original Rocky, Stallone, ex-Stallone wrote that movie. He did write that movie. Great, and a great film. And Matt Damon wrote a lot of the movie with Robin Williams in it, Good Will Hunting. He and Ben Affleck wrote that movie.
Okay, another thing though.
What is this in reference to? We talked about
what
earlier.
we had discussed earlier about actors. When you had said Lee Corso, it matters because Lee Corso wasn't the one who came up with that. He just did the acting for it. And then I referenced actors, but actors for works that they were in, even if they didn't write the movie or direct the movie.
Okay. I'm going to bring up the same thing we mentioned about the Hogan thing a couple of weeks ago. If you go up to somebody on the street, just 100 randos, and you say, do you know who Lee Corso is? I'll bet you won't even find 10 people.
I think you're wrong.
I don't.
I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. Again, it depends on where you go.
Anywhere USA. And you can't go to his house because
where's anywhere USA? Okay, I guarantee if you go to Alabama, go to Tuscaloosa in Alabama, they're going to know who he is.
Just randos on the street.
Again, if you go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, yes, random people on the street, I guarantee you they're going to know who Lee Corso is.
It means you're not going into a bar where everybody's hanging out playing knows football. Like, go to a grocery store.
They're going to know who Lee Corso is.
I'm going to bet you housewives doing grocery shopping are not going to know.
And you think that every housewife's going to know who Hulk Hogan is?
Absolutely, everybody.
So if you went to a housewife
just like everybody,
who lived out in Alaska, you think you're going to know who that is? I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. I think it matters on the demographic again. Go to a 6-year-old kid and ask them if they know who Hulk Hogan is. I guarantee you they're probably not.
Babe Ruth
They're not going to know who Babe
Okay.
Ruth is.
Oh, no, people know Babe Ruth. He's like, that's a difference between.
They know there's a difference. They know the name. They don't know who he is.
It's a difference.
As
It's a difference between being an icon and just somebody else.
now, I'm going to say something. Fiance Y, you know Fiance Y, right?
It's fiance. Why?
Thought that Babe Ruth was black.
But she knew the name.
She knows his name, but she knows
Okay.
nothing else about him.
He's been dead
That's
for
my point.
70
That's my
freaking
point.
years.
No, she knows. You know what she knows? It's a candy bar. That's what she knows.
He's been dead for 70 years, and she still knows the name.
I'm just saying she knows nothing about who he actually is or he just knows. She just knows the name. She just
And
knows
she's
his
a
name. That's
millennial.
it.
She's a millennial who won't watch.
Okay,
movies.
but my
Who-
point
hold
exactly.
on,
You're
hold
talking
on,
about taking.
hold
You're
on,
talking about
hold on,
average person.
hold
That's
on,
an average
hold on.
person.
But she knew the name. And here's the thing: just
She
to let
knows
you know,
his. That's right. She knows the name. She knows.
Oh.
She also knows who Lee Corso is.
fiance Y will not watch a movie from before the year
That is
2000.
true. That is very true.
And if it's
That is
black
very
and
true.
white, she won't watch a black and white movie.
Nope. Won't do
See?
it.
And she knows who Babe Ruth is.
Won't do it. She knows the name. There's difference. She knows
And
the
she
name.
knows Hulk Hogan.
She knows his name. She knows who Hulk Hogan is. But
That's
okay,
my point.
again, ask a 4-year-old kid who Hulk Hogan is, or ask a
A
5-year-old
4-year-old
kid who
kid
Hulk
doesn't
Hogan
know
is.
anything.
What do you mean? They're just an average person. You're not considering 5-year-old kids average people?
Oh, stop.
Oh,
You're being
okay.
ridiculous. You're
Interesting
being
now.
ridiculous.
Interesting
again.
now. Interesting
Peter
now.
Bonaventure goes, Grumpy, I used to think people would listen to you, but you have been acting like Jen Psaki or Karen whatever Brown with your reflection, fake news, spins, false talking points, needs genuine Grumpy. Okay, just because I speak the truth that Alex Romanoff freaking blows and you can't handle it is not my problem. You'll see. Here's the thing. Like I said, at the end of the day, everyone comes around to my way of thinking. Watch when he and Tony D'Angelo just get absolutely exposed on defense. Patrick Waugh is going to have to change up that pairing for the team to be successful. Mark my words.
By the way, Grumpy, big news for next week. College game day is going to be at Oklahoma for the Oklahoma-Michigan game.
Should be a good game.
I hope it's a good game. I hope Oklahoma comes out on top.
We're going to find out. Should be a good game. No Lee Corso.
That's right. Go on.
Gungun says, are s'mores an overrated dessert? Sunex, who was the buddy of Sesame Street's Bert? Ooh, that's
Ernie was the buddy.
Good one. I don't think
that.
TJ would have got that.
Probably not. And then, no, s'mores are good. I like s'mores.
Okay.
I do like myself a good s'more.
See, after that last really not good pun from Gungun, he came back with a pretty good
He did. He came back with a banger right there.
Andrew L.
Says, cough, cough. I actually won last year. Ooh.
I know. I 2 years ago, I won, and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, Grumpy doesn't care unless he's winning. Very obvious.
Andrew, have you signed up for my question is, have you signed up for the Islanders Never Say Die?
I think he was referencing the hockey league.
No, that was JP won that.
I know, but I think he's well, no, he said I won last year. I think he was in reference to the unless he was referring to the football league. I'm not sure. I thought since we were on the topic of discussion for the hockey league, he was saying that in reference to the hockey league, like he had won it last year. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I think no, JP won that league.
Okay.
I believe.
All right.
Drew says, just letting everyone know, I'm still in Japan. Unfortunately, I can't do the fantasy football league this year until my visa expires.
What?
That is. Then I'll be back. Why? Why not, Drew?
Drew, you can be in the league.
Do they not have an internet connection over in Japan?
Just put your team on auto pick and let your lineup just automatically select itself, even if you have injuries. Just leave them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But queue up a whole bunch of bad players. Drew also adds, the Cowboys are going to go 4-13 after the Parsons trade.
Yeah, they're going to be
Giants
bad.
aren't finishing last anymore. Let's freaking go.
I agree with that. I think the Giants are going to be good this year. I'm telling you, TJ doesn't think so. You don't think so. I think Jackson Dart will be the starting quarterback of that team.
He is not. Russell Wilson will be the starting quarterback. I'm not saying that Jackson Dart won't be the starter by the end of the year, but to start the season, Russell Wilson.
I agree with that. To start this season, it will be Russell Wilson. By the end of this season, Jackson Dart will be the starting quarterback of that team.
He should be.
I give it 3 weeks. 3 weeks and he's in.
No, it'll be more than 3 weeks.
I give it 3 weeks and he's in.
It'll be 6 or 7.
Russ gets hurt. week 3.
That's a whole
Jackson
nother
Dardis to
story.
come in.
That's a whole nother story.
Nope.
Um,
If it
do we
happens,
wanna-
it happens.
do we-
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. You almost made me forget, Grumpy.
Do we want to talk about the Parsons trade now?
We do want to talk about the Parsons trade and how you had referenced that there's no way he was leaving the Dallas Cowboys.
What I'm
No,
actually,
do
I'm
not say
shocked.
what I'm saying.
Actually,
Is you said there is no way he is leaving the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm shocked. But what did I say it was about? What did I say the whole thing was about?
You said it was about money, but
Money.
but
Money.
but listen, but guess who was right?
I was.
Wrong. You were not right. You said there was no way he was leaving the Cowboys. You said there is no way he is leaving the Dallas Cowboys. And Drew, since you're listening, I know you're pretty good at clipping stuff. You need to go back to the last podcast, clip Grumpy's freaking behind, saying there's no way Micah Parsons is leaving the Cowboys.
Correct.
I can
did
play it
not
back
think-
for him.
I was stunned he was traded.
I wasn't.
I thought it was about the money, and it
I
was
wasn't.
about the money. Green Bay offered him a lot more money than Dallas did.
So, not more guaranteed. They did not. Not more guaranteed money. They did not. We went over the contract, me and you together.
$8
They did not
million
offer
less-
him more guaranteed money.
$8 million less guaranteed, but he only has to be there 4 years.
But would you? Okay, so technically, the
No, he
guaranteed
gets-
money
he-
was more with the Cowboys than he was offered with Green Bay.
It was 40. He's getting $47 million a year with Green Bay. Dallas offered him 40 and change, 40.5.
But he's
It's
also
more
getting
money. It's more
100.
money.
He would also got 140. I think it was like 145 or 149,000
132,
guaranteed.
I thought it was 132 million guaranteed.
That was for the Packers.
That's right. It was the
That was for the Packers,
offered
but he was getting offered 100. I think it was 149 million guaranteed by the Cowboys.
Okay, well, pull it up, see what they offered. I thought it was 140.
Dude, it was like it was not like it was a tweet that I saw of the
Okay.
offered money. They didn't really disclose how much they'd
Okay,
offered.
So all I know is he got paid a lot more money in Green Bay than what he was offered in Dallas, and he gets another bite at the apple at the age of 30 to be an unrestricted free agent.
But he
where
did
would have
not get
been-
offered more guaranteed
He
money.
would have been 32 in Dallas.
So
before
if he
hit free
snaps his
agency.
leg tomorrow
Yeah,
really
well-
badly and can never play again, I guess he didn't make the right decision.
The fact is he's making $47 million a year as opposed to $40 million for Dallas.
And he would have made 149 million guaranteed with Dallas.
But you don't know when those guarantees kick in. It wasn't 149. Why don't you say it's 160?
It was
not what it
149 million.
It was more guaranteed money, but it wasn't that much. It was like $8 million was the difference in guaranteed money.
10
That
mil.
was it.
10 mil.
It was not.
9 or 10 mil.
So you were right about him being traded, but I was right about being money because it's always
I was
it is
correct about him getting
always-
traded. Remember how you said there was no chance of him getting traded? Yeah.
it's always
welcome.
about the money.
You know
It's
what I'm like? I'm
always
like
about the
Dwayne The
money.
Rock Johnson from Moana. What can I say
And-
except you're welcome?
And what did I say? When they say it's not about the money, it's about the money. And he did not take less money to go to Green Bay. He took a lot more to go to Green Bay.
What can I say?
Freedom
except
Runner
you're
Venture says, Grumpy, grade this trade. Grumpy and Warden send X, Y, Z, TJ, Doc, but retain Liza's rights and receive Brady and Gronk as sons. Doing the deal. Nice to have sons to be proud of.
welcome. Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, I do that deal because
Oh shit.
I would absolutely do that deal because I get to keep Liza.
Oh my
And-
god.
Brady and Gronk have like a boatload of money. So they can help me that night. No, I'm not saying that the others don't, but they don't have Brady and Gronk money.
That is very true.
I
That is
mean,
very true.
Particularly
All right.
Brady, right? He
All right,
owns
well,
the freaking
I'll
NFL.
let everybody
team.
know that we're chop liver. There we go.
No,
Grumpy would trade us for some street
okay,
scraps.
but what was the big reason?
Because you get to keep baby Liza.
There you go. That's it.
Oh,
I mean, everybody else was a throw-in that deal.
oh my god.
Drew says, Grumpy, you want to showcase your fantasy team to the podcast for all of us to see? Well, we're doing that tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow. And then we can go, and then probably next show we can maybe do something like that. Or well, it'll also be the kickoff of football season. So I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about for not football, but NFL season.
That's right.
So, and we're going to get into our predictions tonight as well. We're just trying to get through the rest of some of these comments, and then we'll flip to that.
Drew says, I also think the Giants have a shot at beating Washington week 1, but that's possibly a discussion for another time. No, we can talk about that now. I don't want to overestimate how good the Giants are going to be. I think their defense is going to be good.
We can get into predictions, Grumpy, if you want. We can just knock that out real quick.
Okay, so
then
do we want to just talk about
we can predict who we think is going to win every division.
Okay, let's do division
And
predictions.
here, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up. Here we go.
And then we want to do a game.
I have to zoom in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I got to zoom in. Give me a second. I'm going to put this down.
Come on, zoom in, X. Nobody can see that, X. Okay, there we go. All right. AFC East. You could even make it a little bit bigger if you wanted to.
No, this is. Can you not see that?
I'm talking about for the people who look at it on YouTube.
They can see it. It's big enough.
Everyone can see it. Okay.
Everyone can see it. Okay, so we got Bills, Dolphins, New England Patriots, and Jets. I think this one's pretty much a lock. The Bills are winning this division.
Bills are winning division. I'm putting
the Patriots in 2.
That's what I'm saying too.
I'm going to put Miami 3 and the Jets last.
I think those two are going to be fighting out for last.
I think they'll be fighting for last place. I think Miami's going to be bad.
I think they're going to be bad also.
Yep.
And the Jets they're the Jets.
Yeah. AFC North, we got Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. I think it's going to be Baltimore winning the division again.
Who does Cincinnati play in the first game of the year?
Oh, God.
Who are they going to lose to? I mean, every single year they start off. Oh, that's preseason.
They play the Browns week 1.
They should be the Browns. They're going to lose to the Browns. Then the Jaguars, they'll probably lose to them too. That's what they do every year. I'm going to say, I just don't think their defense. Now, Trey Hendrickson said, I'm leaving. Well, he signed to stay there. So he's staying. The only guy who left was Parsons. Everybody else went back to their own team. It's very unusual for guys to leave after these little salary disputes. Very unusual. I'm going to go Baltimore first, Cincinnati second, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland last. That's what I'll go. But I want to say Cincinnati. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Cincinnati's winning? Oh, Cincinnati's being last.
No, I said Cincinnati Cleveland's going to be last.
Oh, Baltimore's going to win that division.
Well, but I'd like to say Cincinnati.
If they're not winning it, it's going to be Baltimore.
Okay.
AFC South.
Isn't this like one of those? Isn't this one of these divisions that? Do you even know that there's a division in the AFC?
This is
South?
the division of suck. I think we got to just obvious. You know what? I think here's my bold prediction.
Oh my God, the whole division blows.
Houston wins the division. Tennessee comes in second. Then I got Indianapolis and Jacksonville.
You know what I think for this division? Just throw the 4 names in a hat, and you can pull them out in any order. I don't think it matters. I mean, Tennessee was worse in the league last year. I'm going to pick them to be last again.
You think with them picking up Cam Ward, they're going to finish last?
Yeah, I just don't think they're very good. Indianapolis made a good thing. They named Daniel Jones as their starter.
Well, they had to because Anthony Richardson injured, I think dislocated his finger or something, so he's going to miss the first week.
And he sucks.
Well, that too.
He's not the starter.
He is he's not a quarterback.
And
AFC West.
Can I talk about the last 2 teams for a second, please?
Sure. About Jacksonville? Okay.
Jacksonville, I think they'll be
done.
I think they'll be better than last year. Houston's offensive line is horrid.
Houston's going to have to hope that Nico Collins and Tank Dell stay healthy.
That's true.
If one of them are out, that's it for them. They're done.
Is Tank Dell even playing?
I don't know. I think he's out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I
think he got hurt late last year, right? Didn't he have the ACL injury late last season?
Yeah,
like the last week of regular season?
A whole bunch of ligaments.
Yeah, he might be out. So they're going to be in trouble. They're going to be in trouble. And Joe Mixon's also out as well.
Yes, he might be out the whole year. Who knows?
Yeah, so they're going to suck. It's going to be the division of suck. Next, AFC West, we got Denver.
I'm going to let you pick first
on this of who I think is going to win the order of the division.
Yeah.
I'm going to have Kansas City as 1. I'm going to have Denver as 2. Las Vegas is 3, and the Chargers is 4.
I'm picking the Chargers to win the division.
No.
I'm going to pick Denver to come in second. I'm going to pick Kansas City to come in third and the Raiders to come in fourth.
Let me ask, why are you picking the Chargers to win the division?
Because I think Jim Harbaugh is a really good coach. Year 2 of his system. They should have beat the Chiefs twice last year. I think they'll be better this year. The only caveat is they lost Rashawn Slater, their starting left tackle, which could be a problem. Kansas City
who
has
did they
problems.
pick up or who did they acquire that makes you think that they're going to be a better team this year than they were last year,
I
other
just
than
think-
them having the coach for a second year?
I just think that they're going to be better this year.
They
I
find
don't
ways
think.
to lose.
Let me just put it to this. I don't think Kansas City's winning division this year. I could be 100% wrong. Could be 100%
I think they're going to
wrong.
win the division this year. They're going to get Rashee Rice back.
He's
He's
going
a
to be
huge
out.
loss for them last year. Their number one wide receiver and number one weapon on their team.
He's missing the first 6 weeks of the season with suspension.
No, they overturned that.
He's missing.
They
the first-
overturned it. When did they say that he's missing that?
He accepted it. It came down this week. He accepted it.
I saw they overturned it and they were extending it out.
He's suspended for these first 6 weeks this year. Period. Yes. He's out for the first 6 weeks. Who are you going to throw the
I
ball
think they're
to?
going to win.
Okay.
Xavier Worthy.
I mean,
Xavier
you got
Worthy, year
cash.
2 of Xavier Worthy.
Okay. You have a totally cashed Travis Kelce. Totally cashed.
The backup tight end wasn't bad last year either.
Their offense was not good last year,
It wasn't great, but okay, their defense is really good.
but they lost some guys on defense.
Okay, who's Justin Herbert going to throw the ball to?
The wide receivers they have.
Lad McConkey, that's it. That's the only weapon that he has to throw the ball to.
They're going to be able to run the ball.
Quentin Johnston, the guy who can't catch a cold.
Not him.
Yeah, he's their number 2 wideout. That's my
Okay, well,
point.
here's the
Lad McConkey, you have a glorified slot wide receiver to throw the ball to. and
I
that's
think
it.
we get to see them opening night, though, don't we?
Who? The Chargers?
Kansas City and Chargers. Chiefs and Chargers, right?
Let's see.
Isn't that opening night?
I'll be able to tell you here in a second. Yes, it is.
There you go.
That should give us a good indicator on how you feel that division's going to roll
That's
out.
what I just
So
said.
if Kansas City end up getting waxed, or if the Chargers end up getting waxed by Kansas City, well, I guess
If
I'll
you
just
were-
have to tell you you're wrong again on the show, Grumpy.
If you weren't so in love with your own voice, you would have realized that's what I said. I said, we're going to find out opening night.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you right now, there's no need to wait till opening night.
Okay. And I think Denver's also going to be better.
That's
than
what I
Miami.
said. I think Denver. I was going to flip flop between Denver and Kansas City is winning the division. Those are the 2 teams that I have to have a shot because Denver was good last year with Bo Nix. So we'll see. NFC East, Grumpy. I think this one's pretty obvious.
Eagles.
Commanders, Giants, Cowboys.
Oof, man, picking the
Right.
Cowboys last. Okay. I'll
I'm
go with
definitely
that.
taking the Cowboys last. I think the Cowboys are going to be god awful this year.
Okay. Not
I
because of-
I have high hopes for the Giants. I know why. They've
Not
got a really
because-
good defense. They drafted Abdul Carter also. So they have Abdul Carter and Kayvon Thibodeau as their edge rushers.
Well, one thing we've learned is that Abdul Carter cannot play the run yet.
Yet.
Okay.
But he's really good at pass rush. Really
So
good.
That limits when he can be on the field.
Okay.
We'll see.
I think they
and-
also have is it Dexter Lawrence?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have Dexter Lawrence too, interior
Oh,
defensive
yeah. Their
tackle who's really
defense
good.
is pretty good. It's their
Yeah.
offense is not very good.
Well, I think it's because they don't have a quarterback. And they're lacking a running back. But I think if Jackson Dart, as I said, week 3,
And they
when
have
Jackson,
And they have
week
one
3
wide.
when Jackson Dart takes over.
Okay. They have one wide receiver.
Okay, but you were just saying that a team with one wide receiver is going to be able to blow the doors off, aka the Chargers, who have a glorified slot receiver in Lad McConkey.
But they don't have a quarterback or a running back. The Chargers have running backs. They can run the
Who,
ball.
the Corum kid?
No. Some guy they drafted this year, Hampton.
A rookie. Okay.
Okay. NFC North. Here's the thing. Now I'm rooting for the Chargers. I'm rooting for them this year.
Good. Okay, here's the thing. I would be pulling for the Chargers too, but I'm a realist.
Okay.
I want the Chargers to win. I hate Kansas City,
Okay.
but I'm a realist. I think Kansas City are going to You do know who just got engaged, Grumpy?
Yeah.
Do you know how this league operates?
Okay. Is this conspiracy theory?
Absolutely it is.
Oh my goodness
It's
gracious.
conspiracy time with X, Grumpy. Doodle-doodle-doo. They're going to go ahead and give Travis. They're going to have them win they're going to be the winner of their division because Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got engaged. Mark it, my words, right here. They'll probably give them the Super Bowl too.
Taylor Swift isn't nowhere near as popular as she was 2
That will
years
be
ago.
the NFL's present for their wedding. That'll be Goodell's present to Kelsey. Will be
maybe they'll get
Lombardi.
Maybe they will get married at the Super Bowl.
Maybe. Yep.
Okay.
We'll get married at the Super Bowl at halftime.
At halftime.
Yep.
Okay. And then, maybe right after, and then shoot up the confetti cannons, and Kelsey retires. I mean, he played he played like he was retired last year. To be honest,
yeah, he was pretty rough last year. But NFC North, Grumpy.
Tough
who do you have on this?
I mean, even though they lost both of their coordinators and they got that hammerhead as a head coach, who just never saw a game he didn't try to lose.
Gosh.
I'm going to pick the Lions to be first. Second.
I got Green Bay second.
I don't have Green Bay second. I still have Minnesota.
Ooh.
I think O'Connell's a really good coach. I don't know how good McCarthy is.
My point exactly. You're talking about Captain Handoff.
Okay, but O'Connell is a really good coach.
You're talking about Captain Handoff.
I disagree. I think he's going to be okay.
Don't. Sorry. Green Bay number 2, Minnesota 3, and Caleb Williams, that dumpster fire of a quarterback, is going to be number 4.
I'll go Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago.
I got Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago.
What was Minnesota's record last year? Pretty darn good, right?
They also had Sam Darnold, so they had a completely different quarterback.
Okay, Sam Darnold, who was an absolute nothing quarterback everywhere he'd been.
Okay, same thing with Baker Mayfield, right? He was ranked as an absolute nothing quarterback when he was at Carolina, and guess what he did? Blew the doors off with Tampa Bay. It has to do with the team you play for.
It also has to do with the coaching. Sam Darnold was a disaster for the Jets also. He goes there and
because of the Jets.
But Kevin O'Connell.
Aaron Rodgers was a disaster with the Jets.
Kevin O'Connell has the ability to get quarterbacks to maximize their skill sets. That's all I'm saying. I believe in him. That's why I'm picking them second. I don't think much of Jordan Love. I just don't.
Wrong.
NFC South. Who are you picking for the NFC South?
Oh my God. I got the Bucs winning it.
So do
I think that's kind of an obvious. Number 2 is going to be a crapshoot. I want to hope, as a hometown fan of the Carolina Panthers, I want to hope that the Panthers had the possibility to finish second in the division. I think it's going to be between them and the Falcons. I mean, I guess it depends on how Penix looks, right? With the Falcons. But New Orleans is finishing dead last in that division. They have no quarterback. And Spencer Rattler, sorry, no.
The guy they drafted in the second round, was he 46 years old?
Yeah, he's like 37.
He's 26.
I know. I'm joking around.
If you cannot beat out Spencer Rattler, you just burned a second round draft.
Yes, agreed.
I'm going with Tampa, Carolina second, Atlanta third. Why not?
Yeah.
Atlanta third, and then New Orleans last. I agree. It would surprise me if Atlanta beat out Carolina. No, but I'm rooting for the hometown team, so I'm bullish on them. I don't think they're making the playoffs, but I think they'll come in second. And lastly, the NFC West.
Oh, my God. You got to think the 49ers have a bounce-back season, right?
I think they bounce back. They've lost so many guys. I think they'll be better. Matthew Stafford is really banged up. I don't even know how many games he's going to play this year.
Plus, I mean, yeah.
I'm going to go San Francisco. Oh, gosh.
I was going to say San Francisco, the Rams, the Seahawks.
Seahawks and Arizona last.
Yeah, that was my pick. That was my selection.
Well, maybe I'll go Rams. Seahawks could win the whole thing. They got a new head coach.
Oh, okay.
I'll go. Go with Sam.
Wait, hold on. They have that shitty quarterback, Sam Darnold. He's the starter there. There's no way they're winning, right?
I'm definitely picking them third then.
Jesus.
Thanks, I forgot. Thanks, X. You made it easy for me.
God almighty. Yeah, they got that piece of crap, Sam Darnold, in there.
Very true.
All right, Grumpy.
Once again, we just talked about the football segment. So if anyone wants to join the Islanders Never Say Die Fantasy Football League, please email us at IslandersFansUnited@gmail.com.
That's correct.
And the draft will be tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Freedom Foot Adventures says, Son X, Grumpy can't watch The Godfather sleep or go to church without thinking of Tom Brady. That's not true. Matter of fact, it's funny. I don't think about Tom Brady or even football that much anymore.
If it wasn't Tom Brady's not playing, so you think about Tom Brady and announcing instead now. You've changed.
No, he's a terrible. Okay, he's a terrible announcer. Let's be honest, right? Terrible.
Can never say you're not honest about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how you tried to slyly make me forget about Micah Parsons' trade.
No, I was going to say, do we want to talk about Micah Parsons? And you just,
Not
you
until
know,
I brought it up.
yeah.
All
Guru says, Son X, and you also predicted the Terry McLaurin.
To Terry McLaurin beforehand, and I told you exactly how many years he was going to sign for a contract.
You
sure
said
enough,
he was signed already for 3 years.
Oh yeah, I thought it was for 3 years, but I was a day early. Sorry, I just got my information a day early, and I got the amount of years correct as well. 3 years.
There you go.
Crazy.
Guru says, Son X, what was the most delicious food you've eaten recently at the Grumpy Mansion? Are the Islanders ever, if the Islanders ever win another Stanley Cup, would you start prancing and Mansion? Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably start. I would be very happy if the Islanders won a cup.
And you take credit for it by being a new fan.
Absolutely, I'm going to take credit for that. That's the only reason they won. You kidding me? Me and my positive words are the reason they won. And then most delicious food I've had recently. Actually, the food tonight was really good. You want to know why it was so good?
Tell us why, X.
Because in the words of O.J. Simpson, yours truly cooked it. That's right.
Did you cook it all by yourself?
No, you assisted with me. You helped me out a little bit.
What happened when we tried to have TJ cook the food? When he insisted on cooking the food.
Say it.
Okay. TJ cooks food that even Lions cook their food more than TJ does.
Yeah, it was a how would you say, cool purple center?
It was braised.
Raw.
It was
raw.
braised. Everything was
raw.
just braised. I'm like, dude, that is not cooked. Yeah, it is. I'm like, no, dude, it's not.
Raw. It was like Monday night. Raw.
Monday Night Raw. Freedom Fund Adventure goes, how has TJ annoyed Grumpy and X recently? Well, you should have seen tonight. When you're doing your walks or at the gym, are you asked if that quitter is your son? Do you say, or just an internet act? Do you say? Okay. Yeah, no, today with the grill.
I was about to say absolutely today with the grill.
He's crazy.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
James Farrell says, I like the new addition of Kenny Pickett as a backup. Looks like O'Connell might be traded later this year. I don't like the Amari Cooper pickup. It doesn't make sense. Looks like Jacoby Myers won't get signed. Yeah, I don't.
Wasn't Jacoby Myers pretty good last year?
Yeah, but he wants a big salary increase.
I mean,
Amari Cooper, he's finished, right?
Yes.
Raiders don't have a quarterback.
They do. Well, Geno Smith.
Well, that's right. Geno Smith's the quarterback. Okay, yep. So Geno Smith.
I mean, I like Geno. I think I like Geno more as a person than I like him as a quarterback, but I'm pulling for him. I hope he does well.
I root for Geno Smith as well. I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Drew says, Frank the Tank certainly thinks the Mets are imposters. Tell him to go chew some glasses.
No, it's his chew. Well, yeah, he chews his glasses in that little chew toy.
Yeah. Drew says, what's your score prediction for Philly Dallas on Thursday? I got Philly winning 38-17.
It's going to be bad.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
It's going to be bad. Philly's going to absolutely kill Dallas.
I think that's fair score. Fair score line. Drew says, also, how about Nico Iamaleava playing like absolute crap his first game, LOL. Should have just taken the $2 million NIL deal when he had it.
That's the quarterback for Tennessee. Yes.
So where is he now?
I'm not sure. Let me go ahead and look it up, Grumpy. And I can maybe find out his stats. Nico.
Tomorrow night, Bill Belichick in his college coaching debut.
That is correct.
North Carolina against, I don't know who they're playing. But I think North Carolina needs to win tomorrow. Aaron Glandon says, I'm ready for fantasy football this year. And yes, I plan on beating Grumpy in the playoffs like I did in fantasy hockey with Peter Mazzarek. Ha ha ha. Aaron, I just want to make sure that you have sent the email and you're ready to accept that invitation.
He's playing at UCLA.
Okay. So Aaron, once again, it's Islanders Fans United at gmail.com. Please make sure you send that email in so TJ can pop you in. James Farrell says, "Oh, Long Island U used to be CW Post." Oh my God. Yeah, no. Anything that Florida did means nothing. Nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
They got killed 43-10 against Utah. And let's see. Let's pull up his box scores.
Utah's going to be good this year, I predict.
Oh my God. Hold on.
I don't know why he left. I mean, I don't think he's that good. What's next comment, please, Hex?
Oh, I was going to pull this up real quick.
You can while you pull up a comment.
I can't do two things at once. So,
all right, here we go. 43-10, 11 for 22, 136 yards, touchdown, interception. What were the rushing stats?
13 carries, 47 yards.
Okay, they couldn't run the ball. 28 carries, 84 yards. Looks like Utah just ran the ball at will. Everybody was in on the action.
Total 287 rushing yards.
So they were averaging like over 5.5 yards a carry. It's pretty good. As opposed to what, 2.5? Yeah.
They got killed. He stinks. He's terrible.
And that was a home game for UCLA.
Yes, that's correct.
Wasn't Notre Dame undefeated last year when they went into the tournament?
No, they lost to Northwestern. It was like week 2, I think, or it was either week 2 or week 3. They lost to Northwestern.
Okay, well, they're losing week 1.
They're absolutely losing week 1. They're not going to be as good of a team. They lost their starting quarterback. All these teams that lost their starting quarterbacks and didn't replace them with some really, really good quarterback in the transfer portal are all struggling.
And I like Marcus Freeman as a person too.
Yeah.
I don't know how great a football coach he is, but I like him as a person.
Yeah.
Gungu says, are the Dodgers a lock to win a World Series this year? No. Grumpy, can you let out an Archie Bunker style Bronx cheer? There you go.
Bronx cheer. Golly.
Freedom Fund Adventure goes, Grumpy superpowers deflecting. I don't think I deflect anything.
His superpower is complaining. He's Captain Complaining.
Oh, that's yours. Complaining about officials.
Well,
James Farrell said, so who won the Parsons trade?
The Packers did.
Green Bay. They got the better player. Frank Clark is finished, and you got 2 first-round draft picks. Okay. They're going to be what? The mid-20s? I mean,
yeah. You're
losing a guy who's really good. Freedom Buncher says Baugh is 6'2", 231. Okay.
Online it said 6.75, 231, so I didn't know what that was.
No, that's like 6'7" and
no, he was not that tall. It was like 6 dash. It said 6-0.75.
Okay. Here's the thing. He's not really tall. Okay.
Big though.
Drew says, really, I was thinking like a minimum of 9 to 10 weeks before Dart plays. It depends. Honestly, it depends on how the season goes. When Eli came in, I think it was week 7.
If they get killed the first 3 games, I think they're going to try something else out.
If the offense doesn't move the ball.
Yes.
I think when Eli took over for Kurt Warner, I think it was 7 games. You definitely want – they played him a lot in the preseason. So, I mean, with the first team also, I mean, Russell Wilson didn't play. I don't know if he played at all. But no, he did play a little bit. But it wasn't a whole lot. He's going to be the starter. And if the team plays well, they're going to leave him the starter. But they want to get him some action. They do. Oh, here's this guy again.
This is a 6'5", 449-pound rookie defensive tackle, Desmond Watson from the University of Florida, has been released by the Bucs pregame. Watson missed all of camp to work on losing weight. He did not play a single snap. He, from what I heard, did not lose a single pound.
I hope they didn't give him a signing bonus.
I don't know, but apparently he was not trying hard enough to lose the weight because I heard he did not lose any weight at all.
How is that even possible?
Don't know. I have no idea. But the thing is, people were complaining like, oh, you only give somebody 3 months. It's like, no, he's had 6 months. He's known about this since he was drafted. They told him probably that day, hey, you need to lose weight before you come into camp.
They put
on a nutrition plan.
Yes.
You would think that he would at least lose some weight, right?
Running. Breathing for him should cause him to lose some weight. I mean,
awful. Oh my God.
I mean, no one's going to take a shot at him. This kid, and here's the thing, for health purposes.
Yes, absolutely. You need to lose some weight.
He needs to lose like 80 pounds, like pronto. He's 450 pounds.
At 6'5".
I mean,
At 6'5".
no.
I think he
come on.
weighs more than the Big Show.
I mean, just for health reasons. And how did you not lose any money in training camp? You
you
didn't
mean
play.
weight? You mean weight? You
Wait,
said money.
yeah. Well, I'm sure he lost money. I bet they put a fat clause in there. How did you lose? How did you not lose any weight during training camp? None.
I don't know. That was the thing that shocked me is people were commenting on there and being like, he didn't lose a single pound. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, how do you not lose a single pound in 6 months? How do you not lose any weight?
Okay, even if it wasn't 6 months, it was maybe March, right?
Yeah.
When they had OTAs. When was the draft? Was it April? So maybe it was April. So let's say May. Let's say May. Because when he went to OTAs and rookie minicamp,
They told him that.
They said, holy shit, you're big as a bastard. You need to drop some weight. You're not going to be able to play. It's not healthy.
How do you not lose any weight at all? And here's my thing. If you were serious about this and this is what you wanted to do for a living, you would do anything humanly possible to lose that weight.
In 4 months, he should have easily lost 30 pounds.
Yes. Just from running outside.
Just from walking to the mailbox. This guy, 4 months. They put him on a regime.
I'm going to let you know he was not following that nutrition program. There's no way in hell he was.
He wasn't. I mean, when you're that big, it's easy to lose weight.
Yes. A lot easier than somebody who's thinner.
Yes. Because they don't have as much to lose.
Yeah. I mean, a majority of his weight is probably water weight.
I mean, I don't know. But just for the kid's health.
Oh yeah,
I don't give a shit about football. Yeah. I'm talking about for his health.
Long term.
If he doesn't play sports, how long before he's 550, 600 pounds?
Short amount
of time. We might see him on one of those reality shows, My 1,000-Pound Uncle or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm rooting for the kid to lose the weight, not for a football player, but just for his life.
Yeah.
Drew says, "Oh, Son X finally is using his mic. TJ is shocked at the moment. Probably crapped himself."
Yeah, he was very happy when I decided to use the mic, but I didn't realize it was a lot easier than I thought it was to hook this thing up. I didn't realize I just needed to plug a cord in there.
That's what I told you.
That's on me. That's on me. I'll take the blame for that. It's working now. Now all I need to do is get an actual stand for it so I'm not holding it in my hand 24/7. I don't know how TJ held it the whole time. I just need a stand for it. It'll make it a lot easier.
He used to lay around like a slug.
He probably did lay around like a slug.
He did. Gungun says, which comedian is more overrated, Sam Kinison or Andrew Dice Clay? Grumpy is your preferred cologne, Old Spice.
I don't think either of them are overrated. I like both of them.
I'm going to say, I think comedians today suck.
Yes. With the exception of a couple.
Okay. Mostly they suck.
There's a couple that are really funny.
Because you're not allowed to make fun of things like you were previously.
Some of them don't care.
Okay. Like
that are out there today. Some of them do not care.
Chappelle is like the only one who gets away with it. Name somebody else who gets away with it.
Well, I mean, it depends. Bill Burr says a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but Bill Burr has really, when he started getting really popular, he toned down his stuff because there's certain things he doesn't make fun of anymore because he's a big star. You don't want to get canceled. Those are just the facts. When you are, Richard Pryor would not
Matt
be able
Rife is another one that's newer that says whatever he wants.
I never even heard of him.
Okay. You absolutely have, because I'm pretty sure we played one of his clips on the show before. So you do know who he is. You just didn't want to remember.
I just haven't remembered.
If
you're looking at who is more overrated, man, that's hard.
I would say the one who was probably more overrated would have been Dice Clay. The only reason I'm saying so is because his whole stick was the nursery rhymes. That was his main bit.
No.
Okay.
He's most known for the nursery rhymes. That's not his whole shtick.
That's what he's most known for is the nursery rhymes, and he would say the same ones show after show after show.
Well, yeah.
So that's what okay, but don't get me wrong. The fans and the people loved him for that, right? But that was the thing that he mainly did, and he didn't even. It was like he didn't have to change up his material at
How many
all.
nursery rhymes are there? How many nursery rhymes are there?
How many that he made that he made rhymes
He probably
about?
did like 10 nursery rhymes.
Okay, but he does it every show.
Yeah.
So that's what probably 15 minutes because you got to wait for people to laugh, right?
Well,
So that's probably at least what, a minute, 2 minutes of laughter.
when you get to be so big, I think what happens when you get to be so big, it's tough for a comedian because people laugh no matter what you say. Dane Cook was very popular for a while. And I never thought
he was in movies all the time too.
but I never thought he was that funny. But when you're doing
Some of his stuff's funny. I think it depends. It depends.
But when you're doing like big arenas, it loses something.
Yeah, like Kevin Hart does huge arenas. I mean, now he didn't even do comedy anymore because he's a movie star now. But when he was doing comedy, I mean, he was selling out like Hard Rock Stadium.
What I'm saying is you lose something when you don't have the intimacy of a small audience. When
You're talking about doing like
when you're doing something
like underground comedy or something like that.
When you're doing something in front of a crowd of like 100 people, it's way different than doing something in front of 15,000. Because if you have 15,000, they're just going to woo, woo. I mean, woo. Where
it doesn't matter what you say. Yeah,
that's right. The Beatles were like that. When the Beatles were playing, that's why they stopped touring. It's like they walk down on stage and people just scream the whole time. They never listen to the music. They're just screaming. So it's like, and then they just went and just did studio stuff after that. So, and as opposed to, I do not use Old Spice cologne.
Well, who would you say is more overrated?
I don't know. See, I like Sam Kinison. I like Dice Clay too. I mean, I guess I might say Dice Clay. Sam Kinison, I like Sam Kinison. But what's Sam Kinison known for, X?
He yells like this.
Yeah, screaming.
Yeah.
Right?
It was
screaming.
the screaming bit.
But he did some stuff that was really, really, really funny. He did a spin because he used to be like a Pentecostal preacher type thing.
Yes.
When he was younger, and he did that spin, and I thought he was hilarious. But here's the thing: until he started, getting coked out of his mind all the time, you look at his later stuff; he was freaking terrible.
Yeah,
doing a lot of material. But early on, that's success is really tough, particularly for comics.
Rodney Dangerfield was one of my favorites.
Rodney Dangerfield was great.
He was so good.
One-liner.
He was so good.
But here's the thing:
going in movies, he was great in everything. He's funny.
He just played Rodney. See, that's what made him great.
Yep.
But you look at that, to be a really good comic, you have to be a comic for a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Johnny here just comes on. Oh, he was popular for 6 weeks, and now he's got his own special. No. I mean, Eddie Murphy was really funny at the start. Delirious was hilarious.
He's great in Shrek too, as Donkey.
Okay, that's movies. I'm talking about stand-up.
But
then he did Raw, and it flopped. It just, because he was more crude, and it just, he didn't have as many good new jokes. It's just the way it is. And I think comedians in practice, they all have some struggles in their past. It's why they,
for the most part, yes, a lot of them absolutely have had troubled childhoods or troubled past. Yes.
And when you get accepted, that group acceptance, I think they lose their edge. That's all.
Yeah,
I think that's what I want to say. Drew says, also, Green Bay is the biggest threat to the Eagles. I firmly believe that. Also, I think Washington takes a minor step back. I think they go 9-8 or 10-7. I think it depends on Jaden Daniels.
Yes, I agree. And I think that, I don't know why, I just have a feeling people have tape on him now, and he's going to have a little bit of a sophomore slump. That's my thoughts.
I think he's really good.
I'm not saying that he's not good. I'm saying I think that he could potentially have a sophomore slump this year. Now that teams have film on him and they understand what he does a little bit more. Think about it. They realistically should have lost to the Bears last year, right? They should have, if the guy wasn't taunting the crowd and paid attention and squat the ball.
Okay,
they would have lost that game.
They were one game away from going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they played who? Jared Goff, who threw 4 interceptions in one game.
They beat Green Bay.
Okay.
Did they not? They beat Detroit.
Did they beat Green Bay? No, I thought Detroit beat Green Bay.
I don't know. You'll have to look it up. I thought they beat Green Bay. I thought they beat Detroit, and they lost to the Eagles. Now, I could be wrong.
Let's see here. They that's preseason games. I want to see.
Or did Green Bay beat Detroit? I don't know. No, Washington definitely beat Detroit.
They lost to the Eagles last year. They beat Detroit. They beat the Buccaneers by a field goal.
They beat Tampa. Okay,
They beat the Buccaneers by field goal. They beat the Buccaneers without Chris Godwin as well.
Injury part of the game.
Okay, my point is they beat the Buccaneers without Chris Godwin and an injured Mike Evans, who was injured all year. They beat that team by 3 points.
They beat Detroit, who was the odds-on favorite to go to the Super Bowl.
Not due to their offense. It wasn't due to their offense. It was due to Jared Goff throwing 4 interceptions, and then whoever the other wide receiver was throwing an interception in that game. They turned the ball over 5 times. It was 45-31.
They scored 45 points.
Detroit turned one was a pick 6. I don't know if you remember that. One was a pick 6. So that's not the offense scoring.
I think Jaden Daniels had an
wrong. That's not the offense scoring. That's the defense scoring. Jared Goff threw a pick 6. It was his first interception of the game. It was a pick 6. They turned the ball over 5 times in that game. Detroit. They beat themselves. Washington didn't beat Detroit. Detroit beat themselves. There's a difference.
Okay. Again, now you're making me root for Washington.
Oh my God. You hate to admit that I'm right. It's okay.
No,
they barely beat a shitty Cowboys team last year, but granted, they were sitting a lot of guys.
Okay. So, like I said, I still think that Washington's going to be pretty good. Freedom Fund goes, Grumpy Old Man, Baugh was a badass as a freshman last year too. Big, but he has quick, hip, and surprisingly shifty. Yeah, I'm not saying he sucks. I'm just saying you're playing CW Post. Come on. No. Gugun says, if the Giants stink this season, will Daboll be bye-bye? Why do the Jets' big plans always go awry? Okay. Do you think Brian Daboll gets fired if the Giants are really bad this year?
No.
Yes, I think
you
so.
Think he does?
If they are bad again, bottom 4 team.
I don't think they're going to be bottom. But yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, if they're the worst team in the division, sure.
I think they'll be better this year.
I think again, yes, and that's why I don't think he's going to get fired. I think they will be a better team this year.
And Joe Shane, I think he gets another year also. Why do the Jets? Because the Jets are the Jets. They
suck.
Sorry. Freedom Fund Adventure goes, Dog Z is Charlotte's favorite dog. Son X making his computer fail to hint for a new computer.
Oh, yeah. Need a new computer.
I'm not shocked at that.
Need a new one, Grumpy. Actually, now's the time to get it. I think they're running sales, back to school sales.
There you go, X. Get yourself.
Probably need to look at getting one.
Yeah, go ahead. Get yourself one. Drew says, I bet my little brownie is happy that football season starts in less than a week.
Oh, sure, she's thrilled.
She absolutely loves football.
She's probably going to join the fantasy football league.
I'm going to bet. You know what? She'd probably win just by going.
Honestly, yeah, she'd probably win, and she'll probably say, "I won. No more fantasy football ever."
Yeah, that'd be a thing. Yes.
Yep.
Aaron Glandon goes, the Parsons trade just won the Packers the NFC North Division title, but I hope I'm wrong. Hopefully, the Lions have enough to hang on and win the NFC North Division title.
I think the Lions are going to be good. Remember, you're getting Aiden Hutchinson back.
Yeah. I think losing Ben Johnson is a bigger loss than Aaron Glenn. They lost both of the coordinators to head coaching gigs somewhere else. Micah Parsons hasn't practiced at all. How long before you think he pulls a hamstring or gets injured somehow to start this year?
Well, okay, again, we don't know if he's been conditioning on his own.
Last time we saw him, he was laying on his back on a cart.
Yes.
I mean, that's a bad.
We don't. Again, though, I will say we don't know if he's been conditioning on his own. We don't know.
You're still not going to.
Tom Brady wouldn't even use the conditioning coaches wherever he played because he didn't trust them to condition him enough. Okay. I'm just saying.
But it's not like he was not in his shape. He wasn't laying on his back on a cart.
No,
as the game was being played. That was such a bad time.
Okay, he wanted out, dude. He wanted out.
Okay, that was such a bad look for him. If I was the head coach, I'm like, dude, if you want to sulk, sit your ass in the locker room. Don't do it out here on the field.
Next comment, Grumpy.
Drew says, I don't know why is it just me or is Cincinnati going to go like 5-12 this season?
No, it's not just you. They always start the season out like crap. They turn it on at the end, but then it's too late.
Yeah.
We've seen this story unfold multiple times. It's the NFL scripting.
And it's the coach who
Yes.
just doesn't have them ready to start the year.
Yep.
Freedom Fund Adventure adds SunX absolutely butts saying Mayfield is a GOAT in college football. Tebow's a clear winning quarterback. I feel bad for fiance. Why? She gave up her dreams of athletes chasing and had to switch to nerds.
Talk about Marshawn.
Man.
Yeah, no, I'm just joking around when I say Baker. Baker will always be one of my favorite quarterbacks for certain. I know he's not the go to college football. It's definitely Tim Tebow. I agree. It's Tim Tebow.
Well, I don't even know if Tim Tebow is the greatest college football player ever.
Who would you put over him?
I don't know.
Who would you put over him?
I don't know.
Does he have 2 Heisman trophies?
I think he only has 1.
And he's got 2 national championships.
Yeah. Archie Griffin had 2 Heisman trophies.
There's
been a lot of great.
How long ago was that?
A long time, forever ago.
Were they wearing helmets?
1970s.
Were they wearing helmets then?
There you go. So next. Freedom Fund Adventure goes, SunX just called Fiance Y average.
When did I call Fiance Y average?
I don't know. That's what he heard.
I do not remember calling Fiance Y average.
The one thing we don't have to worry about Fiance Y listening to this show.
That is true. No, I said the only thing I said about Fiance Y was that she thought that Babe Ruth was black. That was it. And I told her, I was like,
Freedom adds SunX Herb Street's golden retrievers are as popular as
oh, there we go. I see some Herb Street hate. Herb Street hate in the chat.
Gungun says, is TJ enjoying his retirement from sports talk? What's easier to eat food with? Chopsticks over a fork?
A fork.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think TJ misses it, if I'm being honest.
I know he does.
I think he misses it.
Drew says, in a way, I'm kind of hoping that Terry McLaurin gets nicked up because that'll help the Giants a ton. Washington has no weapons outside of Terry. That's why Adam Peters had to pay him. They did pick up, and they signed. The problem was they picked up Deebo Samuel and gave him a ridiculous contract extension.
So then they had to pay Terry McLaurin that.
And you had to pay McLaurin.
Plus, because he's a number one.
McLaurin has proven to be better than Deebo Samuels.
Deebo can never come in healthy, and we see it again this year that he's unhealthy again.
What was that other kid from Florida? What the hell is his name?
I don't know. The defensive tackle. Yeah.
That's him as a wide receiver. Drew says, it's why I was surprised that Washington didn't invest high draft capital on another wide receiver tight end. That's fair.
I mean, maybe there wasn't anything left for them to pick up.
They had a lot of other needs too.
Also, Tennessee released Xavier Restrepo, who was the wide receiver with Cam Ward at Miami.
Who cares? Wickerman says, how much worse do you think the Cowboys defense is this year without Parsons? Not sure how good they were with him. I don't think it's going to make really much of a difference at all.
I think you're wrong there.
I mean, I don't think they're not better
You're
without
losing out on arguably the best defensive player in the league.
Yeah, I don't think I think he might be one of the best pass rushers. I don't think he's the best defensive player.
Who would you say is a better defensive player than him?
I think the TJ Watt kid is better.
He never wins defensive player of the year.
I think as a defensive
won defensive player of the year last year.
As a defensive TJ Watt won best defensive player of the year, did he not? Who won
Miles
best
Garrett? I think Miles Garrett won last year.
Okay, so it wasn't Micah Parsons. And I'm not
it wasn't Micah Parsons,
Parsons
but I think Miles Garrett won last year.
Okay. Well, there's another guy.
TJ Watt was hurt.
Here's the thing. I'm not
TJ Watt's a pass rusher.
Yeah, I know they are
pass rushers.
But here's the thing. He's a better run defender than, and so is Myles Garrett than Micah Parsons.
Well, Myles Garrett is an outside linebacker, and the other two are defensive ends.
Myles Garrett is not an outside linebacker. He's a rush end.
TJ Watt is an end.
And so is Myles
Micah
Garrett.
Parsons is a linebacker.
But
would you not argue that a defensive end is probably better at stopping the run than a linebacker?
It's like saying Lawrence Taylor was a linebacker, which he was.
He was.
But
positionally, he's a linebacker.
He was always rushing the passer. Okay. Drew says, and I'm not putting down Micah Parsons. Drew says, also, Sam Darnold will be just fine in Seattle. He's got a good supporting cast around him. And I believe Torrey Horton will be very good for them as the eventual number 2, as well as Elijah Arroyo.
They got good running backs, I'll say that.
They got Kenneth Walker
Kenneth
the third,
Walker, and then also the rookie that they had is really good.
Charbonnet is the number.
Yeah,
2.
Zach Charbonnet is the number 2, but the rookie they have is really good as well. So,
Well, we'll find out.
I don't know. He looked really good in preseason.
Preseason's preseason.
Okay, sure.
Greenwood says, "What's an acceptable time to go to sleep at night? In the Islanders' last 2 playoff appearances, did they put up much of a fight?"
Acceptable time to go to sleep is whenever you get tired.
Oh, wow.
Unless you have something to do in the morning. And then I
They
don't
got
think
Carolina. They got
Yeah,
Carolina.
I was about to say, I don't think they put up much of a fight
They
against
got
Carolina.
swept away by the Hurricanes. Drew says, "I'll show the podcast to all my fantasy teams next podcast. If you want Grumpy next, I'll send it to you if you want." Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure.
I thought you weren't going to be on fantasy teams, Drew. Now what you
He's just not being on ours, Grumpy.
Right.
Shots fired. You know,
Yeah,
we're catching
really.
strays over here. He's sending us mixed messages.
Aaron said, "Yes, I have sent the email, and he sent me the invite early this morning, which I gladly accepted. I am in the league. Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois last year." That's
Oh, did I say Northwestern? I meant Northern
did.
Illinois.
Northern
That's
Illinois.
right. I knew Husky, the dog. I meant Northern Illinois. That's
Yeah.
right. I think it was like week 2 or week 3 that they lost.
Drew says, "I think Russ will be just fine. He's just got to be a game manager, and the offense will be A-okay. You got to remember last year, the Giants had the 6th hardest schedule and lost like 4 close games." I think I just don't know how great Russell Wilson, how much he has left in the tank.
Not much.
I mean, he
Not
wasn't
much. He can't run anymore.
he
can
wasn't great in
barely
Pittsburgh.
throw.
He wasn't
Yeah.
great in Pittsburgh. He can still throw the deep ball okay, but they're getting ready for Jackson Dart.
Week 3.
Drew says, "I don't see how the Giants can go 7-10 as their floor, and I don't see how the Giants can go 7-10 as their floor, and their ceiling is 10-7 or 9-7-1." Okay, we'll see. I mean, rooting for the Giants for certain. Freedom goes, "Remember TJ whining about how hard it was to produce these shows and how easy X makes it look and doesn't whine constantly." Wow, X.
A little different.
James Charles said Dice did the cigarette bit. Yeah, he did the cigarette bit. He did the misogyny stuff. He was funny, though. Absolutely. James Charles says George Carlin and then nobody else. George Carlin was great, too.
He was good. I like personally, I like Rodney Dangerfield.
George Carlin was really good. He would do totally distinct, different shows, every year, 2 years, whatever. Totally different. Guys just don't do that anymore. Observational humor is always the best. It really is.
Yep.
Ryan Richards says, "What's up, boys? What's up, Ryan?"
What's up? And
then
then
he
last
adds,
comment to end the show, Grumpy.
Ryan says, "When is the Fantasy Football League starting?" Ryan, it is tomorrow night is the draft at 8 p.m. And once again, Ryan, if you have signed up, fantastic. If you haven't, it's Islanders Fans United at gmail.com. Islanders, plural, fans, plural, United at gmail.com. TJ, if you send us an email, give us your email address, say, "Yes, I want to be part." TJ will shoot you an invite via email.
Yep.
That's a great way to end the show.
Yep. All right, Grumpy, anything you want to say before we wrap it up tonight?
I want to say love and laughter to everyone who listens and even those who don't. From the Grumpy Old Man and Sunix.
That's right. And I just want to thank everybody for coming out and listening to the podcast. As always, love the interaction in the comments, and we will see you guys
Next
next time. Thanks, Grumpy.
Thanks, X.